Welcome back to the glorious sunny fields of Perthshire in bonnie Scotland. And it's another cracking day and another ridiculous hat. So yeah, I've got quite a few ridiculous hats. I've got some very nice ones too, but when it's hot, sometimes you just have to dress appropriately. Lots of people saying, you need to get a straw hat. So I got a straw hat. And someone else got the memo because look, he's turned up with this thing on. And he's got he's got a new t-shirt as well. Show off your t-shirt there.
Thank you, Jimmy Shell, for this lovely gift.
So there you go. I got one as well, but I've gone with linen today, so I'm trying to stay cool. But thank you, Jimmy and Shell. As you can see, I'm out with Big Simon at last.
Yeah,
at
eventually
last.
metal detecting paradise.
In metal detecting paradise.
Better than my paradise.
Well, possibly, possibly. So we're back out. We're out on the pea field that Martin and I were on just a few days ago. We got a few bits of silver. We got half a dozen or so coins between us in just a few hours. And this field's produced some pretty interesting things, including a possible mould for Bronze Age axe heads, which could be 2,500, 3,500 years old, which Martin got on this field last year. So it's been ploughed since we were on it last. It's flat as a pancake and it's looking good. So all we have to do now is go and find some treasures.
Silver.
Well,
I need silver, several detecting.
I'll take gold. I'll take gold. Right,
yeah.
Let's go and see if we can find some treasures. Oh, and if you're not subscribed, please hit the button.
Mine too, eh?
As ever, I'm on the Jethro programme. I've walked all of 6 feet because that's where I had my detector and spade stuck in the ground. And right here, I've got my first digger. And it sounds okay. 8485. Right, are we off to a flyer or not? We are in with a bit of something, lead, a bit of lead. First hole. Well, kind of hope maybe a saddler's badge because of the shape of it, but at the moment, just a bit of lead, I think. I think so. Yep, just a random piece of lead, I think, to get it started. Oh well. Simon's got something behind me and he's off to a good start, and this was a really weak sort of 45. I can see something green there. I thought it was maybe a button. Oh, it might be a button. Is that the target? Surely that's just porcelain. I think it is just porcelain. So it's a little drawer pull or something. And that's not the target. Right, well, I don't know, off a teapot or a drawer pull or something. But anyway, so target's still in here. Okay, I'm going to turn you off because this will get a bit bouncy. I did say it was small, and it is small. It's part of a button. Probably 19th or early 20th century, and literally falling apart. This was a confusing one. Just dug that bit of lead, which didn't sound like lead. I've just rescanned the hole, as you always should. 7980, and I've just knocked the clod in there, but I see right there a coin on its edge. And we're off the mark. 10 minutes in, we've got our first coin. I'll do a clean up and get back to you. I'm afraid we're not getting anything off this. It's again, it's like one of these ones that looks like it's been burned. It looks like it's been sitting on the surface and they've burnt the stubble at some point. But it's a penny. It's possibly the likes of Queen Victoria, which would be 1837 to 1901. It could be her son, Edward the 7th, 1901 to 1910, or it could be his son, George the 5th. So right through until sort of 1946, no, 1936 or thereabouts. But it's a coin, barely 10 minutes on the clock, and we're off the mark. Yeah. Simon's right next to me, he's just got a bit of lead, and right here, right next to him, is a screamer. I don't think it's deep. Well, so much for my theory. Let's have a wee look.
Well, this is just a piece of lead, but 2 meters from here is the Scottish detector is still in the line.
Nothing
I'm
yet.
finding the treasure
There's Simon
job.
trying to steal my line and find my treasure. A bit stony here. Let's try again.
Oh, he's there, look.
See the sabotage that just happened there. He's just thrown a bit of lead that he found in my hole. But I'm too wise to him. Well, I'm pretty close. It's not where I thought it was. I thought it was on the other side, so this might not even be the target. This might just be interference. There it is, right there. It's the dreaded bottle top. Darn. Well, look at this. We've got a wee relic. I was looking at this for ages thinking, what is this? Is this just junk? And you may already know what it is because I cleaned the mud off it. I got the soil out there, picked away at it. It's a letter G. So that's part of a typeface. Put a whole load of these together in a block of wood to spell a particular word or sentence, roll some black ink over it and then press paper on top. And you would transfer. So printing, Scotland, Edinburgh in particular, a long association with printing going back hundreds and hundreds of years. But that is probably, I would think, 1900s, early 1900s, could be. Could also be 1800s, but let me know. Nice. A nice one, maybe too nice. 93. I mean, we're into bottle top territory, to be honest. Doesn't sound like silver. Outside chance, maybe it could be a Georgian coin, I suppose. But I'm filming it just in case, because how often do I not? Seems to be something around there. Barely picking it up. Let's try again. So yeah, somewhere in there. Still down there. Right, I'm going to turn you off and get back to you. We're out, and so far I've not seen a great big can. There's something there. That's a bit of glass. Oh no, there's... Huh. It might be a coin, you know. I think it might be. It might be Georgian. Half an hour on the clock. Then I think we've got coin number 2. Okay, let it dry out and get the bendy thumb to work. Back to you in 5 minutes. It's definitely Georgian coinage, and it is King George III, Mr. Potato Head. As you can see, there's really not a lot left, but you can just about make out the faintest of heads. Hopefully you've seen that blending in. But there you go. It's a halfpenny, it's Georgian, and it's probably sometime around about sort of 1790 to the early part of the 1800s. So I'm a pretty happy man with that. 2 coins, 30 minutes on the clock. Fantastic. There's another wee hare out enjoying the Scottish sunshine. Amazing how many of them there are around here. And they're absolutely massive. I've got myself a wee 2-for-1. Very garbled target, jumping anywhere from 62 all the way up to about 88. And this is the 62. It's a little wing nut type thing. Got a wee bit of age to it, but probably agricultural, I'm guessing. However, you might see the other one right there, because we've got coin number 3. Oh, the imprints just fell off. Oh well, it wasn't up to much. Anyway, but it is another coin. And we've actually got some kind of detail on it. Have we got a head on there? I thought I could see one, then it vanished. Oh, there might be one there. I think it's Victoria, possibly. I think it is. Okay, you know what I'm going to do. Back to you in a sec. And there you go. Alexandrina, Queen Victoria. Now the other side, unfortunately, is completely toasted. But you can clearly see the head there looking to the left as the coin fades in. It's our old head, it's our old veiled head, which means it's going to be towards the end of our reign, probably sometime between about 1890 and 1901. But it's coin number 3. Let's see if I can convince Simon that we should stop for lunch. Oh, Simon's just shouted, he's got a coin. Okay, just on our way to lunch. Simon's coin is George III as well. I can never tell if it's a penny or a halfpenny. I think it's maybe a halfpenny. Is that out? I think it might be. Or I've dug in completely the wrong place. Dug in the wrong place, that's it there. Nope. Yes, that is it. It's a bit of something. Lead or bronze. Hard to say at the moment. Where's my brush? There we are. Nope, lead I think. Yep, it's lead. Well, it's lead, it's got a bit of shape to it, but yeah, I think it's just a little waster piece. Ah well. Sounding better now it's out. 8084. Nope. What's that? What have I got there? Bit of lead. Yeah, I think so. Right there. Oh well. More junk, I think. Right, lunchtime. Well, here we are. Lunch has been served and consumed. A little bit more sunshine now. I tell you what, my hat is growing on me. I do really like these styles of hats, but I don't really feel that it suits my face. So I hope no one's offended by me saying that I look ridiculous. Lots of people don't look ridiculous, but I do. Simon, on the other hand, well, he just looks ridiculous.
Always, this hat is very ridiculous, but it's very good for sun in the back.
Oh, tremendous.
It's always protecting the ears. It's quite a dangerous area to be burned. So
there you go.
You have to.
Simon and his dangerous ears. Right. So we've had lunch. We've decided we're going to give this field another half an hour to an hour. See how we get on with targets. Simon's seduced with the field over here, which has produced Roman and hammered. So he wants to get the treasures, but it's going to be harder walking because it's a ploughed field. So yeah. We'll see how we get on and whether this field has got any more treasures to be had.
We take our time to be on the all treasures.
Right, let's go. The first after lunch signal. It sounds like a good one. Could we be on a coin? That would be fantastic. Well, again, deeper than I anticipated. We're out. Still sounding quite coin-like. Ah, what's that? That's a stone. I was going to say, I thought it was about there. Well, that looks kind of green. Ah, it's not a coin though. It's a thing. It's a thing and it's green. Well, it's copper. It's got a kind of rib on that side. I think it's actually originally been flat. It's been squished. So I don't know, maybe some sort of ratchet tie down or something. Agricultural, maybe. But if you think it's an ancient relic, let me know. Well, we could have a little relic. This came in about a 68 or so. Oh no, maybe not. Well, that hole that's punched through it might be a bad sign. I thought it could be a dagger shape. See how it tapers to almost a point and it's hollow on the inside. So it would be attached to a leather sleeve and you would put your little short dagger in there to stop you stabbing yourself in the leg. But then again, maybe it isn't because of that hole. But let me know in the comments below. So tempted not to film this after how wrong I was last time. I'm not saying a thing. Not a thing. Well, at least it's shallow-ish. Whatever it is. Nothing obvious yet. At least it doesn't look like aluminium. There we are. We've got a star. Yeah, it's a cog. Well, almost certainly brass, part of a mechanism. Probably a couple of hundred years old. Hey, teaspoon or spoon handle of some description. It's another nickel plated, what does it say there? It says something silver. Probably say EPN silver maybe, but you can see a little remnant of the silver plating on the outside. But coins and cutlery, two of the most common non-junk things that we find in the fields of Persia. Yet another one worthy of filming. How often have I said that? Now it's vanished. It's there. It's a fairly solid 86, 87. Definite coin territory. Oh no, I went and said the C word. Right. That'll be the kiss of death. Right, might be out. Maybe. Ah. Oh, what is this? It's a cockerel. No. It's a thing. Oh, it's a little acorn, like a finial. Oh well. At least it's kind of decorated. A bit better than your average junk. Quality trash, as someone not too far away from me would say. But yeah, it's a little finial, probably off of a desk or piece of furniture of some description. Lovely. Oh well, I was expecting aluminium, and I think I've got a great big musket ball. I do. I know Simon's had one already, and we've had a few musket balls and a few mini balls off this field in previous adventures before it was last ploughed. So there you go, it looks absolutely intact. A couple of little scuffs, so probably went into soft ground. I think it's been fired. But, well, I suppose it could have just been dropped and it's just been rolling around in the ground as well. But, yeah, nice. So, could be 15, 16, 1700s. A good sign. And a little relic. And then there were two big hares sunbathing in Scotland. I think the old Jethro in the XP Deus 2 program has done it again. Now this was a 92, right? It was a pretty screaming target. And it was a big target. So I thought, well, it's not a coin. It must be like a bottle top or something like that, or a bit of aluminium. It's a pocket watch case, and it's silver. Those two holes were the winder. That was where the winder would go. Simon actually got a winder. So that is a silver pocket watch case. It's definitely silver. It's not an aluminium or an alloy. It's got the right colour. There'll be, I'm sure somewhere under there there'll be a mark. In fact, it's right there. It is. It's right there. So there you go. We've got a mark. Or is that a mark? No, actually, maybe that isn't a mark. I don't think it is. I think that's just actually a wee bit of a blemish. It is. Yeah, so no mark. No mark, but definitely silver. Managed to straighten it. Curiosity's got to me, but I have found the marks. They're right there. I don't know how clear that will be on the screen. It doesn't look very clear. But it actually says the word silver there, S-I-L-V-E-R. And then above it says 0.925, so 92.5% silver. A pocket watch case, almost certainly Victorian into the Edwardian period, so 1850 through to the beginning of the 1900s. Silver again. It's all gone a bit quiet again, but finally, half an hour after my silver pocket watch case, in 87. Heading over to a different part of the field now that we haven't really done much of, because last year it was all boggy, but now it's dried out a bit, so okay. It's in there. Maybe. Let's see, I'm almost on it now. It's a bit of lead. Oh, it's not. It's worse than that. It's aluminium. This one has greatly improved. Yeah, it's another agricultural thing, I think. Yes, junk. A shallow target produces a wee green thing. Copper alloy. It's got a bit of shape to it and a bit of patination to it. That it could have been something, but no idea what. It looks like it's got a bit of age to it. A few 100 years old maybe, but it's a mystery. Maybe part of a button or a stud or some leather or something like that. Okay, last signal before we take a break. Well, I'm not going to say the C word, but it's got potential. Many times have I said that today. A bit of a slow afternoon. But we're going to rehydrate and then we'll have a chat, and I think we're going to change fields. So Simon wants to chase Roman and medieval treasures. But you never know with that field. It's had a plough since I was last in it. There it is right there. I dug in the wrong place. It's a piece of lead. Just a wee scrap bit. So yeah, we might go and have a wee go in the other field. It's been ploughed. It might be hard walking, but it should have lots of fresh targets. Didn't quite make it to the bags, and we've got another signal. 93, which isn't bad. With a quite nice tone to it, Was that a leaf or is that something? There, no, it's a leaf. Haha. Oh, I thought that was a silver coin there. Right, I think we must be close to being out. Made a couple of wee tweaks to the Jethro program and I seem to be always struggling to find centre. No, it's not even shallow, it's deeper still. Right, okay, I have to get back to you. Okay, eventually, about 10 inches down. Well, it's metal. It's a start. And it's an ear tag. It's, you know who again? It's Frank Parker and Sons of Birmingham. Ah, that's what's left of an ear tag. Oh well. Here he comes, the Spanish detectorist. And you would think because Simon is Spanish he'd be used to this balmy climate, but he's from Galicia. And Galicia is not renowned for its scorching hot weather. So there you go. Simon says apparently Galicia is in a heat wave at the moment, 35 degrees, which is Celsius, which we think is about,
I don't know. No.
35, 70, 80, 90, yeah, about 95, 100 Fahrenheit. So there you go. Even Galicia is getting a summer, just not Scotland. This was a fairly jittery, weak little 70 something. It might be a lead seal, or it might just be, oh, I was just about to say, it might be a lady's hemweight, and that's exactly what it is. From the pleats of a skirt, pleats of a dress. Try and stop it blown up in the wind, and almost certainly lost by the field workers at harvest time. There were men, there were women, and there were children all helping out. Probably from the late 19th or very early 20th century. I just dug a piece of aluminium there. As you do, always check the hole. Nothing but separate target. Sounds better than the aluminium that I got, which came through at a 60 odd. That's an 84. And a better tone. Been lots of lead, lots and lots of lead. And I think we're on to copper now for a change. What is that? It's some sort of valve or something. Yep, looks like it. Ah well, junk. It seems to have taken me an eternity. I've been about 1 hour without a signal. And I wouldn't say it's amazing. Oh no, is that it right there on the surface? No, it is. You wait an hour for a stud through a bit of leather. Fantastic. Almost another hour has passed. One signal. And it's another, probably a spoon handle, teaspoon I would think. But yeah, probably Victorian or slightly earlier, slightly later. But well, it's not been a great afternoon so far. So far. Sure, we've all done this before. Yes, it is working. There just don't seem to be any targets. Well, it's not great by any means, but it is something that's not complete junk. So there's a little sort of like a leaf, like a fern or something like that. Probably been another one on the other side, or maybe even all the way around. I think that might be off a gas lamp, or a paraffin lamp, or something like that. It's got a thread there. So it's been screwed into something, either that or it's decorative furniture. But if you know, comment below. Oh well, I got a relic. Kind of. It's a little pen knife. A little folding knife. Well, half of it probably would have been out to about there, maybe. You can see there's a bit of a sheen on it. You can see the pin sticking through. There's probably wood or bone on the outside of there, because it's kind of, the rivets stick out a wee bit. So a couple of mil veneer of wood or bone or such like would have decorated the handle. And you can see the remnants of the iron blade in there as well. Probably it's from the early 1900s, but it could be back into the 1800s as well. Every farm worker would carry a little blade on them. At last, 45 minutes this time. But it sounds like it could be worth the wait. I hope it is. Right, we're out. My legs are killing me. This ground is hard to walk on. No, that's not a coin. Oh, I don't believe it. Now that, folks, is a milk bottle top. Oh, well, I am absolutely exhausted. What an exhausting day, especially the afternoon walking on this freshly ploughed field. Anyway, the sun is out, as you can see. The hat is doing its job, and let's have a wee look at the best from today. Okay, so here is the best of the best. So a little finial, a musket ball, Queen Elizabeth II, no, Queen Victoria, sorry, Queen Victoria. George, well, we don't know about that one actually, it was pretty worn. That's a George III, definitely. Little stud thing, a little lead, oh, there's a fly, a little lead hem weight, a silver off a pocket watch, silver back, my little letter G, part of a pocket knife, possibly I thought a dagger shape, but I don't think so now with a hole drilled through it. And then lastly, one of, well, I think I got 3 or 4 bits of cutlery. So there you go, that is the best of the best. Nothing exceptional, but we did get silver.
The best was here, the Spanish Detectorist.
Spanish Detectorist. Well, another day, another day. All in all, to be honest, it was still pretty good going. To get a bit of silver, to get, I think, 3 coins, and a few little relics and items. But best of all, getting to see Big Simon for the first time in months.
Yeah.
So he's such a busy man, he doesn't have time for me.
Yeah,
So,
the same here.
So yeah, our calendars just didn't align. We're both tour guides, so work through this time of year in the summer. Well, if you can call it summer. But yes, so yeah, all in all, pretty good day. I'm happy with what I got. As I say, if you get 1 coin, then that's normally a pretty good day out. So to get 3 plus the silver, Simon got silver. You got what, 1 coin?
Yeah, 1 coin and 1 bottle.
Just 1 coin, but you know, that's still a good day out. So always nice to see you, Simon.
Yeah, very nice to see you being here.
And obviously Simon's channel, The Spanish Detectorist, go and check him out if you haven't already. And if you've not subscribed to my channel yet, then that would be fantastic if you would do it now. So that's us, another day on the fields of Perthshire. Yep, another adventure. Okay, thank you all for watching. Take care, and we'll see you on the next dig. Jerry, bye. Welcome.
I'll take one.
Welcome back to the fields of Perthshire. And we're